As I mentioned before, we started our under-16 program only a couple of years ago. Our Canada Games program has traditionally been an under-17 program. Every 3 years, we run an under-17 regional team, and the 4th year was a Canada Games year with our under-17 athletes. That's the likes of Cam Barker and Dustin Boyd, and those guys competed for Team Manitoba at the Canada Games in 2003, for instance. So we are, for the first time ever, sending an under-16 team to the Canada Games program. The program has changed nationally, and all of our branches in Hockey Canada are now providing an under-16 program. We run a full-time under-16 program starting last year with the gentleman to my right. All 4 of those players played on our under-16 team in our event last year just outside of Red Deer last fall, winning a silver medal there. And we are in the process now of running a full-time under-16 program this year as our Canada Games athletes. It is the first introduction to these young gentlemen's career nationally. There are no championships until you get to AAA midget nationally. These 20 gentlemen will have an opportunity to compete, represent our province, and be involved in a multi-sport event. It's a very similar, obviously a bit of a smaller scale to an Olympic event because it's a multi-sport event. It's not just focused on hockey. It's a great experience for our athletes. I've been to the Canada Games as Director of Operations 3 times, and our athletes have really embraced the feel of the Canada Games. Again, it's not just focused on hockey. Hockey's certainly a marquee event at the Canada Games, but we are part of Team Manitoba. We represent our province along with alpine skiers and synchro swimmers, and our guys have traditionally been real great cheerleaders when they have the opportunity to get to other places and watch other events and cheer on other athletes from our province. So it certainly is a unique event and a unique opportunity for our Team Manitoba players. Again, it's their first introduction. Potentially some of the players you see sitting on the left may be sitting on the right next year as representatives of Team West. The event again is here next year as well, and certainly our athletes to my left have an opportunity to represent our branch next year as part of Team West. So without further ado, I will call up our 2 assistant coaches. Our head coach, Troy Leslie, is from Melita, and he apologizes for being unable to attend. But in his stead, he sent his 2 very, very capable assistant coaches, Mr. Royce Maneri and Mr. Blaine Boyle. Please come to the front. You have won a prize.
Morning, everybody. Again, I wanted to thank everybody for attending. I wanted to just echo what has already been said and express our appreciation for your attendance and the people who made this event and this day possible. Congratulations to all the athletes who have made it this far, and we expect good things, and we're going to support and build together. So it's my pleasure to introduce the team. First, I'll introduce the individuals who weren't able to make it today. From Thompson, Manitoba, our goaltender Justin Pollock, not able to make it. Also Drake Bodie from Thompson, Manitoba. Denny Bosch from Dufresne, Manitoba. And Dalen Creasy from Carver. Individuals who are able to make it. Alex Moody, our goaltender from Winnipeg. All the remaining players, of course, are from Manitoba. Defense, Dylan Betteridge. Madison Bowie. Garrett Bruce. Kevin Pochak. Bradley Reichart. And Paul Stojkovic. Pass it over to Blaine. He'll introduce the remainder of the team.
Thanks, Royce. Congrats to all the guys. I know it's been a long process. I watched probably 50 games the last 2 months, trying to identify these guys, and these guys have all certainly stood out amongst their peers, and we are very excited about the group that we have. The forwards that are here today, from Winnipeg, Kurt Keats. From Winnipeg, Remy Lawrencell. From Winnipeg, Teron Lewis. I say that right, Teron? Teron, sorry. From Stonewall, Braden McDonald. From Winnipeg, Cordy McGuire. From Winnipeg, Jonathan Martin. From Asher, Derek Malvina. From Winnipeg, Christian Stockel. And from Headingley, Nick Sayak. Congrats, guys. Love those jerseys, man.
Over the best jersey in Canada Games 2007.
Team Manitoba. Good job, guys.
Thanks, guys. We're a club-based organization. We try to, as little as possible, interrupt our club team activities. We certainly appreciate the support that they give us as clubs. In saying that, we have an opportunity to have our athletes together only once before we leave for the Canada Games. We have about a 24 to 30 hour period where we ask that our players attend, and we do a lot of pre-organization for the Canada Games program, and we have a couple of practices. We're actually having an exhibition game. I just confirmed with the Winnipeg Thrashers of the Manitoba Midget AAA League, where our team Manitoba is going to have a game against them on the 23rd of December. So our camp is actually here at the Iceplex on the 22nd and 23rd, and we will endeavor, once we get final confirmation of our flight in February, to maybe have one more practice as a team. We then leave for the Canada Games, and 2 days later play our first game. So we certainly have very little time with our players, but at the same time, it's a great opportunity for our staff to work with Hockey Canada. They've been real great in providing us with information on short-term competition preparation and those types of things. So it's great experiences for our coaches to learn that type of thing. A lot of what we do in our organization is short-term competitions, whether it's tournament play or those types of things. So it certainly helps our coaches and our players prepare for and realize what it takes to win in a short-term competition. As was mentioned a couple times, we've had many people that have sat at these tables that have gone on to our World Junior team. Last year, the World Junior team for representing Hockey Canada had 19 to 22 kids come through the Under-17 program. So it's certainly a real big first step for our athletes, not only Canada Games, but obviously our Under-17 athletes, to be introduced to the high-performance programs of Hockey Canada. In closing, I think what we'll do, just for the press, and thank you very much all for attending. We certainly appreciate that. And I'm going to move the podium, and we'll have our athletes come up here and our coaches, so we can be around our banner up here if the media don't mind. And I think that's it. Thank you very much for coming. We'll have the food up momentarily.